Hey guys, how's it going? Sharp here with a different kind of video. This is an actual serious video, so there's gonna be no, well, I'm not gonna say there's gonna be no jokes. But the point of this video is I recently was doing a build on on a Minecraft server that I'm on, and I was looking for a keycard detection, like item detection lock, and I couldn't find any that had the exact specifications that I was looking for. So I ended up building my own. And this is it over here. Please just ignore all these. These are other things. And basically, this is a pretty simple 2x2 piston door. And this is basically a Frankenstein. Frankenstein's monster of redstone. So there's multiple things going on here, and if you've done a lot of redstone before, you might recognize some of them. This here is an item sorter. It's also an item sorter and an item detection lock combined. And there'll be descriptions, there'll be links in the description for both the item sorter that I used and the item detection lock that I used, but I ended up just sort of making my own because this can double as an item detection lock at the exact same time. And yeah, I didn't see any designs on the internet for the exact kind of lock that I was looking for. So what does this lock do? The thing that this lock does is it takes in items in here. This is the input. So say you want to use these different colors of wool as key cards for your doors, and you wanted I don't know, 5 different layers of security. What this does is that the highest layer of security, in my perspective, the black keycard is the highest layer. Then it goes red, then yellow, then green, then gray. What this does is it basically makes each, the highest keycard function as all the other keycards as well. But the lowest doesn't function as any one higher. So you can use a black wool keycard in place of a grey one, but you can't use a grey one in place of a black one. And this works by having an item sorter that detects if any of the items go into the item sorter, which is this part here, and if it doesn't, it just goes over here. And this does a number of additional things. If you put an item into this, you can get it back, no matter what. So say you want to try and get through the door, or actually let's say that you're using the wrong keycard. This isn't the right level keycard for the door. You press this button here, and actually what will happen is nothing. Except, you just heard that dropper just came out. And as you probably saw, the item comes up this waterfall and goes down into this dropper here. I forgot to put top on this one, which is why I did that. So if you put an item in, and you end up and you realize, oh, that's the wrong key card, it's not just going to get lost in the machine. And additionally, if you do put the right one in, so this level has both black keycards and red keycards as functional security options. So you could put either a black or a red one in. You press the button, door will open, and then we can see here. Well, I think we missed it, but then it will come and drop down into this dropper here. I didn't see any I've said this a number of times. I haven't seen any designs that function this way before. Normally, the item detection lock that I saw, you would have to go into the machine to get anything back, and that seems like, well, it kind of defeats the point, doesn't it? A little bit. So yeah, there are links in the description on how to build the item sorter and the item and the other stuff. And basically, once you've built the item sorter, so the item sorter will normally look like this, just this part here. And you just stick an extra couple bits on the end. Let's get some repeaters. You put some repeaters here because the signal strength is going to be super low and you don't want it to be low. You can just put a simple redstone comparator clock here to make sure that the signal duration is a bit longer than, instantly passing through the hopper. and then this will come up here and depower this redstone door. And at the same time, unfortunately, I couldn't make it work in both directions. There isn't enough room, unfortunately, because lots of hoppers have to cross paths. There probably is a way to do it, and I just don't know. So instead, I just need a button that opens the door on the other side. I mean, you know, if you got through, there's a good chance you could probably get out, right? Unless you're trying to keep things in which case, whatever. Yeah, but how the items return is pretty simple. You just need a lot of hoppers. You just take a bunch of hoppers and you feed them into a dropper, which then powers itself using a redstone comparator, which then drops the item into a pool of water with some soul sand at the bottom, which then feeds into another hopper, which then leads down into this dropper here. And that's the exact same for the other side. It's just that it goes straight from the item filter. So basically, if any item doesn't go into the sorter, it just goes down there. It goes through there. And this can be extended out. Like you can see, I was choosing to use 5 key cards. So this can be extended out by doing more of the item filter down here, and also by pushing this out that way as well. I haven't tried, because of the way the item sorter is normally built, is that you'd have another one here. I haven't tried to see if that will work normally. I think it does. I think it should. There's no reason it wouldn't. Yeah, there's no reason it shouldn't work. So you could pretty easily put all 5 here, and then just have them all lead to the same output. And yeah. And pretty much everything else is just quality of life stuff. There is a button here that prevents that, like, turns off this redstone torch, which is powering this hopper here. So that if you put something in the dispenser that you didn't mean to, like this button, it doesn't just instantly. Of course, it wouldn't really matter because it would come out the other end. But, you know, just in case, you have to press the button to make it go down. And this other redstone torch here is just to make sure that this dispenser is always powered, so it doesn't make a noise when you press the button, which is just, you know, again, quality of life stuff. So if you guys want a bit more of a detailed build, this is very, like, roughly put together. I sort of just did this in like 5 minutes. This is there is probably a much cleaner way of building this. But if you guys do want a full tutorial on how to build this kind of thing, let me know and I'll make one. Other than that, this is my call out to anyone who knows how to do redstone. Almost guaranteed there's a much easier way and much more compact way of doing this. So the whole point of this keycard system is that higher tiers function as lower tiers, and it gives you back the key cards no matter what you do. So you don't need to go through this door to get the key cards back. I only have it so that the correct key cards come out from here, because, well, you know, if you do use the correct key card, you're probably going to be walking through the door, and you don't want to be waiting around for the key card to finally get back into this dropper here for then the door to then close, because that would be kind of obnoxious. And yeah, with that, that's pretty much it. This glass, you don't really need glass here. I was just doing it so I could see and make sure that the items were going up. But all of this will probably be out of sight once you've finished your build with it or whatever. And with that, thank you guys for watching. I hope you I hope you can make use of this. And like I said, if anyone can figure out how to make this a bit simpler, it'd be lovely. I really need a simpler version of this, because my the build that I was trying to use this in doesn't actually have enough room to put all this in. Or, well, it could, but I'd have to change a lot, and I don't want to do that because that would be obnoxious. And yeah. Anyway, bye!